4.5 years ago, Dr. Hart and I attended a meeting of science teachers in the Pacific Union, and we asked them how Loma Linda might be able to help them. And what came of that discussion was EXSEED.
The EXSEED program is designed to help K-12 education in the area of STEM. It is now a full week conference for a certain group of teachers who have the whole week to be immersed in STEM, including not only getting an iPad but learning how to do multiple things on it. But then on 2 days are dedicated to hands-on and experiential workshops.
I feel like I have been able to see a connection now between high school and higher level education because of some of the presentations.
I walked in at 1 o'clock not knowing anything about Lego robotics, and by 5:15 I felt I am ready to take it on next year.
He did a chemical reaction and did it within a baggie, and you were able to see the baggie expand. So it was very inexpensive and very practical, and the kids could see it happening right there.
Well, the other thing, which I've never seen before at any conference, is the direct connection to the research that's going on in institutions right now. And that's something very powerful that I can bring back to my students that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
And this year we had a larger number of teachers coming from outside the United States.
We had 5 educators from Jamaica, and we had 25 from the Carousel Bonaire Conference for the Seventh-day Adventists.
They brought in a different perspective, they brought in different understandings. Some of the things that we do here in the U.S. system are different than are done outside.
I have been so blessed to be here this week, in part because of the wonderful presentations that have been offered, the workshops that we've been able to experience, but also because of the collaboration that's been able to occur between myself and other teachers and principals, administrators.
And one of the great things about EXSEED was they gave us their phone numbers. If you need help, I can help you with this.
Dr. Carter, the way he speaks, you know that I can pick up the phone or I can send him an email, and he's going to do the best he can to make sure I have the resources I need, because this EXSEED is more than just a scientific endeavor, a scientific training. It's a movement.
We had a debriefing session where teachers stood up and said, I haven't just made collaborative partners, I've made friends, and not just friends, but friends for a lifetime.
I would like to just, I guess, express my appreciation to Loma Linda University, because I recognize the purpose of this conference is for Adventist educators. We are very much in the minority being public school educators, but they opened their doors to us, you know, and they gave us these amazing resources that they certainly didn't have to do, and certainly has an exceptional benefit for us.
I think the collaboration with the public schools, particularly with the local high school, have been very exciting. We had 6 of the teachers from the high school and 3 administrative teachers from the elementary and middle school.
And we have found that our common goal to give back to the community binds us together. The future is bright for EXSEED. We can only take about 100 a week, and so the future is possibly to have more than 1 week of conventions. The other possibility is that we have partner colleges so that possibly satellite EXSEED programs will take place regionally on their campuses. We also want to expand this coming year our presence on the internet.
All those things are on the table. What I do know is that we have hit a sweet spot in communication with educators that we need to maintain. And that even though Loma Linda is primarily health science, that is such a dominant part of academy, high school, and even undergraduate education that we have something to offer that we need to maintain, that we need to continue to communicate and effectively help those schools to be able to improve their teaching methodology.
I would tell other teachers that what a great opportunity to be exposed to a lot of things they're not exposed to normally.
It's the end of the school year, you're kind of exhausted, but coming to EXSEED just gets you so excited about planning for the next year. You get to meet other teachers, you get to share ideas.
If you're a new teacher, come because there's ideas that you've never heard of. If you're a seasoned teacher like myself, it's great. It's just a little shot in the arm to remember these kids deserve the best.
The week here is going to be one of the busiest weeks of your year, and it's going to be one of the weeks that you remember the longest.
I would just say if education is starting to feel hopeless to you, if you feel like you don't have enough money to do the things you want to do, if you feel like you don't have the kinds of support that you need, you don't have the time, this is the place for you to go.
If you truly intend to be a real educator, understanding what real education is about, and it's about the mind of your students, you want to have the proper resources. EXSEED will give you that and more.
I think I would tell any funders out there that this is just invaluable.
What an honor that they are giving to teachers. We feel validated. It seems like a lot of the funding goes into the universities, into the bigger projects that may have a more global impact.
Ultimately, our future is in STEM. You can look at 1,000 graphs. All the data support the fact that the jobs are here, that the future is here, the cutting edge is here. This is where our students need to be. And so to step up with your dollars to support initiatives like this one that train teachers who then impact generations of young people to move them towards where we know the future is right now, you can't create a better investment than that.
I would say to any potential donor that putting their money into EXSEED is a true positive investment for the future. When we look at what society truly needs, it's individuals who are problem solvers, who are innovators. So putting money into this support program for our teachers throughout the country is very, very rewarding.
Fantastic. Thank you, everybody.